This is my FMP half a sixpence research. I'm gonna start with my role, Deputy Stage Manager, also known as a DSM. Their main job during rehearsals is to take notes and report back to the technical team, as well as familiarise themselves with the script and the show that they're doing. Up to the tech rehearsal is when they actually finalise the cues with a whole new clean script. And then on show night, on the when there's performance, they call the show from either a desk from backstage or like behind and above the audience. On the desk, they'll usually have space for the script. They'll have a headset to talk to all the teams and to their changing rooms to let actors know like what scene they're on, or if anyone's needed upstairs or wherever the dressing rooms are. And they'll also have monitors. Now, usually one of the monitors is infrared, so that if they go into blackout and it's a visual cue, meaning the lights come on when actors are already on stage, they can still see during the blackout. Moving on to my show, Half a Sixpence. It's a musical drama piece that was first a novel, then created into a theatre play, then into a movie. It's about a boy in the working class, living with his aunt and uncle alongside his childhood friend, leaving and then working in a tailor's and fabric shop to then come into money, come into fortune. So he leaves the shop to become a gentleman, and at that point he asks out a lady he's had a crush on for a while. She says yes. However, unknown to him, her family, her mother and her brother, are trying to embezzle his money so that they become rich off him. That all fails when her brother gets caught and put into jail, and he then realizes that he didn't really fall in love with her as he thought he did, and he went running back to his childhood best friend to ask her to marry him. And then she said yes, and they had a wedding, and then he became rich again. But he then invested it on his other friend for a bookshop. Now that's just to summarise what half a sixpence is. And the reason it's called half a sixpence is because in the beginning he got a sixpence and cut it and filed it in half and gave one half to his childhood best friend as a token. And throughout the whole thing, he always kept his half, either in his pocket or around his neck. Now moving on to a bit of history and background on the venue we used, called the Brewery Arts Centre. In the beginning, before it was an art centre, it was a winery. And it went by the name of the House of Whitehall, after the owner, Whitehall, and it was said to hold over 40,000 gallons of wine in their cellars. That was in 1757. Then, in 1853, they expanded their winery to brew ale as well in the Gardens Georgery town. And then after that, it became the Brewery Arts Centre, a flourishing arts centre with 2 cinemas, a theatre, and a smallish restaurant area. Now, in the theatre, they host a variety of things, such as live music, festivals, creative learning classes, and workshops, and obviously plays.